lovelies, today we're going to be making this cute little Princess Narwhal charm. You can either leave it as a little doll or you can add a screw eye in the top to make it into a necklace or a little planner charm. It's up to you. I left mine alone because the next tutorial I'll be doing is a little miniature dollhouse for her, but let's go ahead and make her today. So just start with some light pink clay. You can use any color you want, but I wanted it to be pink because that's my favorite color. And shape a little bit of a tail on the end, and then I went ahead and drew on a piece of graph paper a more intricate tail design. If you'd like me to post this on the blog to print out, you just comment and I can do that for you. It's just so small, I didn't think that people would want to waste a whole piece of paper on it. So go ahead and cut it out and then kind of shape it onto the back of your body. I just put a small piece of glass under my tail. It's just an old picture frame. I took the glass out of an old picture frame, and it makes it easier to work because the clay sticks to it a little bit but not too much, and it's nice and flat, so it makes it easier to sculpt the more intricate details. So right here you're going to go ahead and make your predisposed places for the horn and the eyes with your dotting tools. And I'm terrible at making small balls of clay for eyes that are the same size. So I'm making these predisposed places, and then I took these little half pearls that are for nail art, and I covered them in black nail polish to make her eyes. And then this white shimmer is mica powder, and it just is going to give her a little pearlescent sheen, nothing too flashy. If you haven't noticed from my other tutorials, my wedding ring is a pearl because I love them. They're my favorite gemstone, and I kind of wanted her to have that shine and look, you know, a little regal and glamorous, but not too crazy. And so go ahead after that and add some either pink mica shimmer, which is what I'm using, or you can use chalk pastel applied with a dry brush, and it's just to give a little extra color, a little extra definition to her. And then go ahead and pre-bake her. While you're making the horn, pre-bake is set to the temperature that your clay says on the package, and then only baking it for about 5 minutes, and it gives it some strength without being fully baked. And then once you're finished rolling up your horn, add some mica shimmer or chalk pastel for color if you want. And then once she comes out of the oven and has cooled enough to handle, add some liquid clay into your predisposed little hole and very carefully set your horn. And then I forgot to do this in the video. I didn't realize until I was finished making her that I didn't make her fins. So I ended up shaping, after she was all finished and everything, I ended up shaping one fin, and I couldn't get them the same size, so I made a tiny little silicone mold so that if I make more of these, she'll always have the same sized fins, and attach those to the body with a little bit of liquid clay, or you can kind of smooth the edges onto her. I like using liquid clay just for the extra assurance, especially if something's been pre-baked, but do whatever you feel comfortable with. And then after she has her fins on, go ahead and fully bake her. And after she's fully baked, then we can add all of the super fun details. This is just Elmer's glue, regular white Elmer's glue, to attach her little eyes. These are the eyes I was talking about earlier that I made with the nail pearls and the black nail polish, which is obviously dry. And then go ahead and let those dry a little bit while before you do too much more. You don't want them sliding off. To give her a little more of a princess touch, I decided to add a little nail art rhinestone on her tail. You could also add some acrylic painting if you're talented in that way. I wanted to also make her a little crown of rhinestones around her horn, but I have a tendency to over-accessorize things, so I just tried to leave it simple and polished. And then this is just black acrylic paint that I'm using for her smile. It may have been easier to have, before I baked her, to have made a little impression for her mouth, but maybe I'll try that next time. So here she is finished. I made her fins just a little bit darker than the rest of her body to make them stand out a little bit, and see she matches my pearl, the little pearlescent mica powder sheen on her. And then this is the mold that I used. It's just regular amazing mold putty. I have links to the mold putty and all the rest of the supplies in the blog post link in the info box below, so you can make your own. And I'm also planning to have these available in my Etsy shop. I'll be making them one at a time, so if it's not available, just make sure to follow the blog or follow me on Facebook, Instagram, any of those links I'll post when I have them available if they get bought. And then again, if you wanted to make it a charm, you would have wanted to add the screw eye before you bake it. And then once it's baked, very carefully unscrew it, add some glue, and re-screw it in. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you'd like to see more tutorials, go ahead and subscribe.